my name and they can't wait. Crib came with a court and some legal officials. Cake around my neck, VS1 the crystal. Extended magazines, chauffeur limousines. Before I got $65,000 jeans. Ball like stuff for lotion. Skirt the Testarossa. All about the guap like a stockbroker. Brother with me. Was mad older. Had to keep it like the OG Yoda.
Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hawk. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool up. Amos dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool up. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk.
Yeah, I miss you, but I got no time for that. Yeah.
Good evening from Toyota Center. I'm Ed Cohen with the former Chicago Bulls guard Jay Williams. And Jay, yes, we are ready for takeoff.
And Ed, the Rockets are flying high. If they keep feeding the beard or feeding the streets, either way, this is a lethal backcourt.
It's been a launching pad for threes and so much more. Let's get ready for the tip. Let's do it between the Rockets and the Sixers. Jay, these two teams can blow games open from the three-point line. What goes into getting those open looks?
Well, one key ingredient for the 76ers is Dario Saric. He's a guy that in his second season has really started to find his comfort zone from the three-point line and is a great complementary player to the likes of Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. Yes, the homie isn't trying to create his shot off the dribble anymore like he did his rookie year. Now he's being assisted on 99.9% of his shots. When you play with a guy like Ben Simmons, he makes the process a lot easier.
It was worth the patience, no question about it. Butler and knocks it down.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
Paul into the front court. They're down 3. To Harden. Taking advantage of the defender. Nice ball fake.
I'll look out for that same move on the next possession though.
Butler into the front court. Leads 1. Jimmy Butler, 2 for 2. That's what you want. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
To Paul. Lays it up and in.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To Simmons. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
To Harden. James Harden missed his first. That one goes. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
It can only be one of two things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas, or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
and draws the foul.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
James Harden has got 2 shots coming. A career 85% free throw shooter. First free throw is good.
There we go. Yes, sir.
And gets both to drop at the line. Into the front court comes Simmons. Leads just a point. Butler matched up with P.J. Tucker. Nothing going here on that drive. Jimmy Butler looking good. 4 for 5.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Harden to Capella. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Simmons into the front court. His team up by 1. Clint Capella, huge block. From the outside, no good. To Harden. Capella to P.J. Tucker. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was the look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Sixers control it. To Tobias Harris. Simmons. They'll go to Butler. Down low. Jimmy Butler. He's now 5 for 6.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Paul. The jab step opens up space to knock down the jumper. Sixers call for time as they'll talk things over in a 1-point basketball game. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Butler. Lets it fly from long range. He made his first effort, but not that time. Harden with the basketball. 14-13 our score. It's a 1-point game. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Butler defended by Eric Gordon. And a throwdown. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Nothing going here on that drive. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Harden. James Harden, 3 for 4. Good start.
It just seems like one of three things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a three. Pick your poison.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. To McConnell. They'll go to Butler, down low. Off the assist.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Harden. And this will be out of bounds, off of Butler. Nene. Gordon, guarded by Jimmy Butler. To P.J. Tucker. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit.
But I don't put that on the shooter, Ed. I put that on the passer. You have to put your players in the best possible position to score the ball. You know that's not a strength of his.
They'll let one fly from half court. And that's it for the first quarter with the Rockets in front. One quarter in the books, and Jay, naturally, both coaches wanted to get more stops. But boy, was that fun to watch.
I don't know if I'm watching an all-star game or a regular season game because I'm telling you right now, Ed, if it was the regular season, which it is, by the way, you probably want to see some teams play some defense.
Couldn't keep it in. Out of bounds off T.J. McConnell. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Jimmy Butler, a couple of free throws on the way. A career 83% free throw shooter. First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. Harden, guarded by Jimmy Butler. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for two.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free two.
First one goes down.
That boy got jumper.
Able to convert on both free throws. Sixers have the basketball. McConnell. Out of bounds. Last touch by James Ennis. Ennis matched up with Harden. Embiid. No go to Butler. Down low. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Paul to Harden. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Not that time. No go to Butler. Down low. Nice pass to set things up. Now the Rockets will use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now. Harden to Fareed. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Kenneth Fareed at the line for 2 shots. A career 65% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Sixers control it. Oh, Ben Simmons. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Cleans it up. Offensive board. Mike Scott pins it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Redick with it. Down by 1. A pass taken away by the Rockets.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Runner's good there.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Knocked loose. To Embiid. Has a chance. Embiid's shot off the mark. Harden in possession. Up by 3. Free throws coming up.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximal effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
And hits the first free throw. And he makes them both. Simmons with it. 5-point game. A big finish at the rim.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
To Harden. Tosses. Now a steal by Philly. Harris. Great feed. Throws it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Harden. Tough matchup against Butler. Sets him up. Butler to bring it up. They trail by 1. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Jimmy Butler at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. Paul to Harden. And the basket good at the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Here's Simmons with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Harris. They go down low to Simmons. The jumper's off the mark. To Fareed. Taken by the Sixers.
We're going to see a team take the lead here.
Slams it down. Big finish for Joel Embiid.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Nothing going here on that drive. Gets to the basket and scores.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Simmons knocked loose. Rockets have it.
When it's a tight game, those missed opportunities on the road make it tough.
Ooh, crisp ball. Oh, the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
Ed, all this talk I heard over the summer, what about CP3's hamstring? Will he be able to get back his first step? Will he still have it? There you go.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Simmons. And finishes strong.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Butler into the front court. 4 points the differential as we come up on halftime. Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Eric Gordon. He's got 2 shots coming. A career 81% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2. Oh, can't do that.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Knocked loose. Rockets have the steal. Paul. Shot from the lane won't go. And a putback slam.
And that's what he does. I love players like this. We don't need to draw any plays for you to go out and get yours.
Simmons with it. His guys can hold for the final shot. Oh, Ben Simmons. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
Late heave to beat the buzzer. First half comes to an end. The Rockets with the lead.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Rockets worked hard for their halftime lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaky. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Houston Rockets. The 76ers would rather be on the opposite end of the scoreboard. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game. These are the guys getting buckets for the Philadelphia 76ers.
First half stats. Player of the half.
James Harden was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half. And I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game. got ball. I got ball.
Paul to Capella. Clint Capella. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
And it's so deflating for the defense when you pick up right exactly where you left off at halftime. That's the kind of energy you need.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Harden. They get it down to Paul. Sixers able to clear the rebound. Butler to bring it up. The margin standing now at 7. End to end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Harden looking for his man. Oh, emphatic slam.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. To Tobias Harris. Simmons. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Oops, he missed the first one. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip.
I got ball. Catch up, baby.
Harden to Capella. Harden gets it in the right corner. Chris Paul. He's now 5 for 6.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Oh, they call him for the foul.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Clint Capella swats it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Harden matched up with Jimmy Butler. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Butler into the front court. His guys trail by 10. To Capella. Count the bucket for 2.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Sixers have the basketball. Oh, a whistle.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Oh, they called the foul.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Simmons to Tobias Harris. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. And Jimmy Butler and strokes it.
Ed, I'm telling you right now, that is the move of an assassin.
Paul with it up top. His team leads it by 10. Goes to the right side. Curling inside. A drive through the paint, but his shot misses.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
McConnell. And count the basket.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter.
Well, first off, energy and persistence conquer all things. But look at the way they're setting screens. Look at the way they're communicating to each other. They're actually hitting people on those screens, and they're coming off those screens with their hands in a target area, ready to shoot the basketball. When you play the game with that kind of precision and that kind of energy, you see why they're in the lead.
Mike D'Antoni going to make some moves and set his matchups. Austin Rivers. Gordon guarded by Ennis. To Rivers. And count the basket inside.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
And Jay, they call the foul.
A simple touch foul.
Nope, first one does not go. Missed the second. Slams it home on the putback. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first three quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
To Gerald Green. Now pass stolen by the Sixers. Great pass to set it up. To McConnell. That's no good. To Rivers. And now the intentional foul. Over a minute to go. They'll try and extend this game and make them earn it at the line. First free throw is good. Two for two on that trip. Now the Rockets will use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Time to shuffle things up. Austin Rivers. Iman Shumpert sizing up Butler. Nice finish at the rim.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Count the basket at the rim.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
To Rivers. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with the steal. And he's going to the free throw line.
No, no, no. I'll tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
TJ McConnell, a couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest. First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line.
I got ball. I'm here.
To P.J. Tucker. With the dunk.
See, these are the type of opportunities the defense doesn't take advantage of. When that guy went up for that dunk, he cradled the ball to gain momentum. As soon as he brings that ball back to you in the cradle, you have to have active hands, get in there, strip that ball away.
Sixers control. Butler for two. Add 2 points to the board.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting?
Short jumper won't go down. Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way with the Rockets in front. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Knocked loose. Philadelphia with the basketball. To P.J. Tucker. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
And the front court comes Simmons. The deficit is 6. Rocking the rim.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA Awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
To Butler. And the rebound comes down to the Rockets. Rivers into the front court. They lead it. 4-point game. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Austin Rivers trying to cash in on a 3-point play. Career mark of 64%. The free throw, perfect. And the lead is up to 7. Simmons into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Clint Capella snatching it out of the air. That's his 3rd block this evening. Shot by Embiid won't go down. To Rivers. to Capella. Tough shot, and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Right down Broadway for the two. Defender has to pick him up. We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter.
You know, Ed, usually in timeouts, you see coaches give these rah-rah speeches. And what happens is it goes through the players' left ear and out the right. They don't pay attention. I've been a part of those huddles. What I just saw, though, I saw a coach snap a clipboard. No doubt about it, he has his team's attention.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Paul gets it down to Capella. Count it.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Butler guarded by Clint Capella. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Paul to Fareed. Throws it up. Knocks it down from mid-range.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Butler to bring it up. The deficit now up to 13. To Embiid. Trying to cash in. Wide open look. Won't go. Capella to Fareed. To the rim, lays it up and in.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Simmons with it, down by 15. He throws it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Houston with the basketball. Harden guarded by Jimmy Butler to Fareed. From the painted area, won't go down. Here's Simmons with it up top. His guys currently down by 13. And a whistle. Butler matched up with Harden. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Beyond the arc for three. Can't connect. Paul across the timeline. His team on top by 13. To Harden. Curling inside. He can't get past the defender. On the drive, it's Harden, but his shot no good. Simmons with it. His guys trail by 13. Slams it down. Big finish for Joel Embiid. Now the Rockets will use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Paul. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Butler picked up by Nene. To Redick. 5 on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Has a look. Just not going down.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
James Harden at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect in the line so far. First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Into the front court comes Simmons. Trailing by 15. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
I can tell you what conversation he just had in his own head. I had him. I thought I had him.
No, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Joel Embiid tips it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Sixers have the basketball. Passed it off. Redick not going down here. Nene to Harden. Can't get past the defender. He's looking for that touch.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
It's the Rockets who are victorious as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Rockets put together a nice win here today. They did plenty of great things, but we all know what's going to be remembered are the dunks. And you know what? I'm going to remember nothing but the dunks as well. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Houston Rockets. The 76ers just couldn't get within striking distance toward the end of the game. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Check out the leading scores for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game track. Bench points.
The Houston Rockets had the kind of bench production that will make any coach proud. NBA games can be made easier when you're working with depth, and that's exactly what happened here today.
Player of the game.
Chris Paul is the choice for what you're seeing here, and that's unselfish play. Tight passes, great timing, and an impressive basketball IQ. He earned more respect than what I already have for him.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.